The story of the Roloff family feels like a long-running reality drama. Behind the glittering lights of television cameras lie emotions, love, conflicts, and heartbreaks. And this family is living proof. The show Little People, Big World made the Roloffs a household name across the globe, but their real lives have always been even more dramatic than what we saw on screen. And among all the storylines, none captured as much attention as the relationship between Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler. Matt Roloff had long been the heart of Roloff Farms and the central figure of the show. He was married to Amy Roloff for decades, but over time cracks began to appear in their marriage. In 2016, Matt and Amy officially divorced. Around the same time, one name started surfacing more frequently: Caryn Chandler, who had worked as the farm's manager for years. What began as a professional connection slowly blossomed into something more. Caryn was capable, hardworking, and gradually became an important part of Matt's life. In 2017, Matt finally went public and admitted that he was dating Caryn. Fans were surprised, but for many it wasn't shocking. Cameras had already caught glimpses of their closeness, and Caryn's presence at family events was becoming impossible to miss. Thus began the love story that would become one of the most talked-about arcs in Little People, Big World. But as their romance grew, acceptance did not come easily. Amy, Matt's ex-wife, sometimes expressed discomfort. Their children, particularly Zach and Jeremy, were not entirely at ease with Caryn's new role in their father's life. Roloff Farms was more than just land. It was a symbol of family pride and legacy. Many feared Caryn's influence was shifting the balance. Still, Matt stood firm. He insisted Caryn was a light in his life, someone who gave him strength to start anew. As years passed, Caryn became a regular fixture in the family's public and private moments. She appeared at farm events, family gatherings, and on episodes of the show itself. But the fractures within the Roloff family never fully healed. Zach and Jeremy often accused Caryn of being too involved in farm-related decisions. Fans, too, were divided. Some embraced her as a positive force, while others blamed her for deepening family rifts. Despite the tension, 2023 brought a turning point. Matt decided it was time to take their relationship to the next level. He proposed to Caryn, and with joy in her eyes she said, yes. Fans erupted in celebration, believing that perhaps at last Roloff Farms would see days of harmony and happiness again. But dreams don't always align with reality. The wedding was set for 2024. The couple envisioned something small and intimate, yet meaningful. But those plans soon hit obstacle after obstacle. Matt's mother's declining health, constant disputes over the farm's future, and family tensions all combined to delay the wedding repeatedly. Each time fans thought the big day was coming, another hurdle appeared. By the end of the year, the wedding never happened. By early 2025, the cracks were becoming more visible. Social media buzzed with speculation. Some claimed Caryn was tearing the family apart, while others insisted she was the best thing that had ever happened to Matt. Still, it was clear that Caryn's relationship with the wider Roloff family was strained. Zach, in particular, continued to voice his frustration, believing Caryn's influence over decisions was too strong. Then came the moment no one expected. On July 22, 2025, Matt Roloff posted on Instagram, "Caryn and I have decided to end our engagement. We remain amicable." With just a few quiet words, an 8-year relationship came to an end. There was no scandal, no public accusations, no explosive drama, just a calm, quiet farewell. Fans were stunned. Some felt Matt was once again left alone. Others argued that Caryn had been a divisive figure all along. Many sympathized with both, acknowledging that love survives only with understanding, and without it, even the strongest bonds break apart. In the aftermath of the breakup, Caryn did not remarry. She remains single, and no new relationship has been reported. She has chosen to keep her personal life private. Matt, meanwhile, turned his focus back to family and work. He spends time with his grandchildren, cherishes his role as a grandfather, and continues to manage Roloff Farms, renting out parts, trying to sell some, and keeping the rest alive for the future. The story serves as a reminder that reality shows may dazzle with glamour, but real life is far more complicated. Matt and Caryn's relationship began with promise and joy, filled with smiles, laughter, and commitments. Yet in the end, it faded into silence. Their journey proved that the happiness we see under the spotlight can disappear in the quiet of reality. As the sun sets over Roloff Farms, the empty swings swaying in the wind feel like a metaphor for their broken story. Fans still ask, what if there had been more understanding? What if the family had offered more support? Could the ending have been different? But life doesn't wait for what ifs. Matt and Caryn now walk separate paths, and their story has become another chapter